Come, show me the strength of a demon.
Wow, I don't know why they ended up compressing the music in this. Holy crap, dude. This way.
So, you made it. Your strength is outstanding. We shall meet again soon.
It amazes me when I played this back in the early 2000s that I don't remember like much of any of this. Oddly enough.
Nice to meet you.
Hey man, how's it going? Long time no see. Hang on a second here. Okay. Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of sorta into the series. I mean, considering I like different types of RPGs, Western and Japanese alike. But this was a game, I rented this from GameFly. I'm determining exactly what price point I want to pick it up at. I see it's currently on sale for like $34.99 on Amazon and Best Buy, but I had this back on PS2 back in the day, and I really don't know how far I got into it. Obviously, I'm playing on the merciful difficulty, which is a friggin' difficulty you have to download, which is friggin' ridiculous to download a dag-blasted difficulty. That's just, that's retarded. So, but I don't even remember anything from this, really, besides the setting, kind of. I don't really remember anything else, oddly enough. Other than, again, this was back in the early 2000s. What was it like? I think I had played this around 2003? 2003, 2004, something like that.
Hey there!
I think I had it at one point, and then I sold it, and then I bought it from a friend of mine who just, I guess he didn't want it anymore. I think he played through it and beat it, and I'm like, gosh, man. Knowing me, I'd have to go through it and cheat my way through it with a code breaker or a Game Shark. Hey, it's Kamala Harris's laugh. I wasn't worried at all. Oh, okay, did you get that one that Agent 008 was talking about? The one that you wanted his input on? Holy crap, you can see his stuff hanging down between his legs. You know, this is what's terrible, dude. Like, the friggin' music in this is compressed. I was like, what the heck? HD my butt, dude. They couldn't even get the freaking music in HD? I'm actually going to rent the new Shin Megami Tensei that's going to be coming out on Switch later this year from GameFly and see how that goes. Oh, good. I'm glad it works great then. That's definitely good. I don't even remember where I left off with this back on the PS2. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was some boss that I was fighting. He looked like some type of like skeleton version of a bullfighter. Some people were complaining that Dante wasn't in this, and I'm like, well, I guess the partnership or whatever wasn't renewed for that to happen, so. Let's see here. I know I gotta go through the annex side over there, but I want to explore the other areas first. Oh! So now random battles are gonna happen. That would just do Lotto. I might be able to get through this better with playing on the easier difficulty. Apparently, from what I heard on the Western version, they ended up putting where the normal mode was the hard mode, and like the hard mode was the super hard mode, something like that. But the merciful mode apparently works out a heck of a lot better. Like in terms of what they had planned for it to be. I'm not going to go out yet. That's all blocked off. Yeah, and I think the annex was closed off the first time in the real world. I ended up naming all the characters really weird names. I named the female friend that he has, That Ho Though, and I named his best friend Stupid Dumbass, and then I named this guy Coochie Butt Nuggets, I think, and his nickname is Hoochie. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, that is down there. Yeah. I mean, speaking of the series, I know Persona's different from Shin Megami Tensei. I know they're like two different series, but they still have some of the same stuff. And I think I'm like right near the end of Persona 5, and I've barely gotten into Persona Strikers, even though I know that's a sequel, so... Play Forza Motorsport, talk a Gamefly, get a trial, Forza Motorsport. Oh, nice, man. Yeah. Try out the trial and see what you think. I mean, they have sales that go on, and whenever they have actual sales, you get free shipping and handling. I think sometimes you have to pay shipping and handling if you just buy from them, period. But if you've rented something and you buy from them and you have the game on you, I think that's they don't pay shipping and handling with that, obviously, since you already have the game. I think they just turn around and send you the case. So I don't think there's shipping on that, not that I recall. Yeah, I mean, I've honestly saved like a lot of money, dude, with GameFly. And some games I played through and realized I didn't want them. And then some games I did and realized I do, but I want them at a reduced price. You know, so I dropped down my subscription too from like, I think it was about like 22 something a month to like 15 something a month or something like that. I was still going to be saving money because like the games that I want to rent now, there's nothing like in the backlog kind of thing that I want to rent. So I'm just going ahead and just focusing on future titles. So it's better off for me just to go ahead and just get them one at a time. So. And GameFly's been around a long time. A lot of people praise them too. I actually read a comment from one of the guys on the GameFly's Facebook page. Like, yeah, I've been with you guys for a decade now, and I never regretted it. So, which I mean does make sense, you know. You know, unless you have Steam and are playing a game for 2 hours of gameplay time and then turn it back in if you don't like it to get a refund, you know, you pretty much can't really rent from anywhere now besides Redbox, and Redbox ain't gonna have everything. I mean, GameFly's got a large selection of things to rent. They really do, from stuff that hasn't come out yet to new stuff to some older stuff. You know, so I mean, they definitely aim to keep up with everything. So to me, it's definitely a money making. Well, it's money making for them, but it's a money saving service for you. So, Well, that definitely doesn't look pretty down there. I reckon I'm gonna have to fight it. Let's see. Oh, it's the mop demon thing. Atlas soft drinks. I guarantee you in Japan they probably have some Atlas soft drinks. Continue using useless attacks. Got a popsicle stick coming out of her head. It's so weird having like a mop related kind of demon. That's so freaky. Well, I guess I can't get her yet. I was actually streaming a little bit today of Dead Rising 4. I played it and beat it on Xbox One, and won it again on PS4 for streaming and trophy purposes and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I don't understand why people hate on it. I mean, it's the only Dead Rising that I've actually played all the way through and beaten. And I'm going back through and playing it again because there's other stuff that I didn't do previously. So... Love you, Steven's having it rough. Let's see here. Just picked up Dead Rising 3. Yeah, I've got Dead Rising 3 on PC, but I definitely want to get it physically again. But that's going to be when I get a Xbox Series X. That's when I'll bother to get it then. Because I barely played too much of it, and I think one of the problems is that I didn't bother to really level up before I went and fought the first boss. I didn't really bother to explore around and do all the stuff that I usually do in kind of open world games before I fought the first boss, and he pretty much just mopped the floor with me, even on the easiest difficulty, oddly enough. But yeah, I mean, the reason that I like the third and the fourth one is because there's no time limit. I can't stand time limits in games, dude. I mean, I really can't. I thought about giving Dead Rising 1 and 2 another shot, but I don't know. If I could get them like really cheap, I've seen them like for between $5 to $8, I think, digitally on PSN, but I'd much rather have them physically. I used to have them physically, and then I turned around and sold them. But that was some years back. On the PS4. I actually got Shin Megami Tensei. No, wait a minute. Yeah, well, I guess that's part of the series. Persona 2, I think it was, off of PSN like sometime back, and I haven't put too much time into that, but that's definitely something I want to go back and play again. I got it for like $10, I think, off of PSN. A heck of a lot cheaper than what it'd be buying physically. That's for daggum sure. Junk Punch. Never heard of that before, but that's an interesting thing to hear. I think actually on Merciful mode, the encounter rate has dropped down dramatically too, which works for me. I can only take so much of random battles, especially if I'm getting the floor wiped with me. Kind of really depends on my mood, really. People have complained about like Dead Rising 3 and 4, and I don't see it with 4. I can't really see it with 3, but I haven't really put too much time into it. But I just, man, you know, I know that it has some issues, though. I know that much. It does have a handful of issues, but it's nothing that's ever kept me away from playing it. Oh, awesome, dude. That's really cool. That's awesome for him to do that. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine ended up getting a Series X. I think he messaged me about it like a month, not a month, probably about a week ago, I think. And I'm like, holy crap, man, how'd you score that? He said, dude, I had this thing ordered forever ago. He said it just finally got to me. I was like, good Lord. I was like, he must have, I don't know, he must have got it from Microsoft or something, I imagine. And I told him, I said, well, dude, I'm glad that you didn't lose your place in line. I would think if you did, they would at least give you a refund. But he got it. The one reason I'm going with Xbox first before PS5 is, for one, I'm not paying $70 for a first-party title. $60 is already too much. So, definitely not doing that, for one. Second of all, I'll just watch playthroughs of them. I did it with Ratchet & Clank. I did it with Returnal. Saw the endings to them, saw them play through all this stuff. I mean, I still want to play them, but, you know, I'm not paying that much for them. And with Xbox, though, you know, they're more about the fact of having, preserving games, and since apparently, obviously, you can play every generation of Xbox licenses pending with the Series X, I mean, that's just a no-brainer to me. I mean, yeah, they don't have, like, any real exclusives or anything right now that I know of, but then again, Xbox and PC are both in the, you know, same race with one another. You know, they're making babies, so they're probably they're obviously going to pretty much end up having the exact same games, I would think. There's a trick to negotiating with demons by saying mumble. Didn't even tell me what it was, you just mumbled. In the face. Wait, no. You know, it would be really cool if they ended up releasing the Digital Devil Saga HD versions and ended up putting in a merciful mode in there too, because I got both of those on digital off of the PS3 for the PS2. That would be really cool to have those again. I used to have them on PS2 physically, and I don't think they really go for too much nowadays. I think the most I've seen them go for is like 30 at most. I don't think that's used. So Vistas. Yeah, I went back and started really playing around with my Switch more and getting involved in other games that I really wasn't taking advantage of like I should have. So I kind of been bouncing around a little back and forth with that. That popped me right back out over on this side. To save and heal, but you can save at any point by suspending, and then it just goes back to square one again, and then you have to suspend again because it won't save itself. It won't save on its own. It won't auto save, I mean. But you could go and manually save, obviously. You go and manually save, and then you suspend, and then you go back to it, then you have to do it again because it doesn't save on its own unless you get to a save point or just suspend it again.
First things first, try and make it outside. Alive.
Okay. I really wish it would show the map on the bottom. Like, it doesn't really show me much there. Just which direction I'm traveling is all. Can I? Oh, I guess I can. And one of the things I really heard about this game, too, in particular, is that there's a lot of dungeon running in it. So I guess also that would make sense for for there being lesser random battles to have to contend with, because then it would just irk my nerves to no end. Well, that's where it kind of brings to mind of physical media, because to me that's really the only way to be able to really preserve it is you yourself having the physical media and hope for the best when it comes to dealing with patches and all that crap with their servers. I almost got kind of pissed off yesterday because I was going to play Dead Rising 4 and I had a save for it that I hadn't played, that I hadn't used in forever. And it ended up telling me, oh, you can't use this because there's some DLC that's connected to it that you don't have downloaded. And I went to the store to go and check it out, and it said, oh, it can't be selected at this time. I said, what the crap is this crap? So I manually went into the PSN store and found out that it was there and downloaded it. I'm like, this is freaking stupid. I mean, it really is. I think there's a lot of crap on there that's all for downloading. You know, I think they just gave you the main game and then everything else triggers as a download because it shows this download bar on the main screen that takes forever to finish, dude. I was like, how is that even possible? Given the state of how the game is and what's in it and all this stuff. I don't get it. And the whole digital side of things, when it comes to preservation, the best that you can really do when it comes to that is being able to have multiple hard drives so you can hang on to them and never delete them. it's kind of, in a way, it seems like it doesn't really make too much sense in this to go and explore to get all these items and things and whatnot if you're just going to turn right around and use them for battles. Well, no, correction, I'm wrong. That's where leveling up would come into play. So obviously you would be able to carry that over. So, let's see. Yeah, well, yeah, that's definitely true. And then again, I mean, if it's the fact of having to take down stores, then they'll do that as well, which means the preservation wouldn't be there anymore. I mean, you know, it's like I've heard before, it's like, oh, well, you know, there's no reason for them to keep some of these stores open if nobody's buying off of them. I mean, it's just like when people went and spent a lot of money on PSN because people thought they were going to shut down the PSP and Vita stores, which apparently they're still going to do. They're just doing them on different months. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think the end of this month is supposed to be for the PSP, and then the month after is supposed to be for the Vita. But the PS3 store is going to be open. So... change her. Hang on a second here before I do that. No, not yet. Let me actually be the boss. Yeah, because this has got to be a save room, right? Yep. Speaking of Shin Megami Tensei and Persona-related games, the whatever that guy's name, and the Devil Summoner series, that's what it was, yeah. There's only 2 that came out for that. I remember when I got one of them back on PS2, and then turned around and sold it, and then I never played the second one, but then I got both of them off of PSN, I think, for like $10 a piece, because the physical versions of those are like way up there. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what they have been saying about you being able to go back and re-download any games that you have as long as they were connected to your account. But then again, there has been issues where game companies have managed to go and, I mean, not to say that it was right, obviously, but this ended up happening back on the Xbox One, where I think it was like a couple of years ago, where they ended up going and one of the free games that they had released for Xbox Gold was Fallout 4, and that game then had just recently came out, I think like a couple months prior or something, and come to find out, yeah, they weren't having it, and even people who downloaded it, it managed to still get locked out. They managed to take it away from them. So that right there just further goes to prove it just seems the type of power that a company can have over your purchases. Like another game, for example, that I ended up getting a few years ago, which was Legends of the Sword Coast. It was one of those isometric action RPGs. And apparently, from what I had heard, you can't even get that game anymore. Like, I think the company went under, and they weren't really doing anything with the game, and it had problems or something, and they took it off the store. So, obviously, I don't have it downloaded on my system right now, but if I were to go back, I remember I recently had downloaded it probably about a few months ago. But then I realized where I was, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how in the heck I'm going to get past this part because I just get the floor wiped with me. So, you know, you can't go back and buy that game anymore. In terms of downloading, I don't know, I'd have to go back and check. Yeah, well, I mean, that's where it brings into mind of physical media. You know, that's one reason why I'm such a huge supporter of it.
I've never seen you around, and I don't like your face. You trying to get by without paying respect to me, the almighty Fornius?
I can't even remember if there was voice acting in this back on PS2.
You want to die, don't you? I screwed up and let another human escape a while ago, but not this time.
I mean, it would make sense from a business standpoint, but then again, still, I mean, you know that things are going to shut down as time wears on, regardless of what they are, and having them physical and taking care of them like you should, then you wouldn't really have to worry about it. And yeah, I mean, disk drives can go out, but then again, I mean, not everything is meant to last forever, and if you can actually find some and buy some and install them, you know, then obviously you would still be able to have access to said game and still be able to play it, so. I actually went and looked across the stores when they were announced it before they ended up going back on their word, which in actuality I believe they never planned to shut down the stores that early. They were just trying to get people all riled up so they could go spend more money, so they could have a quick cash grab off of the consumer. And I mean, yeah, it's going to come to a point where they'll shut down, but I believe that was just a panic button that they pressed just so they could get more money out of people. I didn't fall for it, though. I will admit I did end up getting a PSP game for like $5 of one that I wanted to get physically, I think, but it was like really friggin' expensive. So I just got it off of there. Or it might have been a digital-only one, I don't know. But another thing that's terrible is that there's some games that are only digital on PS3 and Vita and PSP, I think, like digital only. And so you can't get any physical versions of those. So kind of makes sense just to go ahead and...
I have a habit of butchering anyone who disrespects me. I cut him up with these fins. Time to die!
Kind of makes sense just to go ahead and get them if you're going to get them. Sound like I'm farting. Got a friggin' trophy for getting the ailment. Alright, that would make sense for it being weak.
What the hell? That actually hurt!
Man, keep making these enemies weaker and weaker, man. I want them to just be weak as piss. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! It's that XP rise up, baby, and level up. Yeah! I'll take a vitality one. Seems like this happens at the end of every battle, too. Entire industry moving toward digital. Oh, it's a lot cheaper and faster. Yeah, the only thing is, though, is like I mentioned before, I don't trust companies as far as I can throw them. I really don't. When it comes to that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just like, for example, like with Netflix or Hulu or something like that, like with movies and things that they put on there, they can take them on and off at will. And like if there's a movie or something you want to see, it's like, oh, I have this in my watch later list, I want to go watch it. You go there, it's not there, or it's not anywhere to be searched out, you know. So it's like, well, crap, I guess I'll have to buy it, you know, if I really want to see it, or hope that it shows up in the future and you have no idea when it's going to show up on that service. That's a load of bum. Oh, I can't. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, well, I mean, as long as they're making money off of people, that's what they're probably going to do. So, and just like I said, physical media is pretty much king when it comes to, I mean, there's pros and there's cons for digital and physical, but I think the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to physical, when you compare both of them.
It is reassuring to see you did nothing to embarrass my little master. For instance, dying. My little master has pitied you. The least you could do is survive such a trivial thing as this. Come to think of it, this is your first time seeing the new Tokyo, is it not? Allow me to tell you one thing, if you don't mind. Look above you. As you can see, Tokyo has now become a spherical world. Now, do you see something shining in the center up there? That is Kagutsuchi. That is what created this vortex world. And that is also what provides power to its inhabitants. Oh, my little master, are we leaving already? Pardon me, but we must be going. Please keep up your efforts. To create or destroy this world, the choice lies with you.
I wonder if anybody's ever gone to gaming conventions dressed like the main character.
So this is the Vortex world. I suppose it resembles the capital vaguely enough.
Hey, this is the Devil Summoner guy. They put him in this game. I forgot what his name was.
Well, old man, you sure put us on one heck of a case.
This guy was supposed to replace Dante. I forgot all about this.
All right, Rido, what's the plan?
There it is, Rido.
Confront the demi-fiend here and now? Perhaps we should watch and wait and see how the plot unfolds.
Booyah. See, why is like the friggin' special effects louder than the friggin' music? That's just nuts. Yeah. Yep, she's evolving. It's like demon Pokemon. What the heck? How'd she go from looking all innocent to looking like a friggin' SJW? Banging out a lot of trophies today, apparently, with this stuff. Hey, if it isn't Coochie. Yeah, with her colored spiky hair. She replaced her leotard with that's entirely. No. Yeah, you're the only ally I got here. Oh crap, it's that demon with that penis. Or that strap on or whatever it is that he's got. Was this him, or am I supposed to talk to somebody? Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's a demon dong, alright. It's funny how people say, oh, the SMT and the Persona series are two different things, yet they share the exact same demons across both games. If not, well, I mean, obviously they create newer ones, but still.
Welcome to the Fountain of Life. Your name has reached my humble ears. I will assist you to the best of my ability.
Sitting here naked. Yeah, the heal, the revive, the curse taken, yeah, okay. Do I have any? Okay. There's nothing to revive, there's nothing to heal. Yeah. Well, there's that. So what does she do? Fart? I mean, I know it was her wings, but, you know. I was making a joke. Instead of wing, what was that? Wing buffet? Or wing buffet? It'd be like a fart buffet? Fart buffet? Poison. Okay. Dang, it went the wrong way. Call it a fart buffet. There you go. That works. Well, I guess that's it for this. I'll have to come back later, I suppose. Not. I have a fairy with me, like why? Yeah, no kidding, dude. No kidding. Yeah, I think it is me, actually. I remember when I used to freak out at other JRPGs whenever I felt like I was going to get into a random battle right before I would pass to the next screen. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta make it! Ferenius, I have killed. Okay, so that's all open there. Apparently there's 3 different spots here. So the only way I can go is up over that way. Well, it shows that I know that I'm supposed to go down that way, but like, I guess there's that way, and there's that way, and then there's another way, but obviously I can't get to it yet, so I guess that's going to wrap me up around that way. Working the kick-ass deli, I bought a knuckle sandwich. That is funny. Oh, man. Hey, Vorbs, how's it going? Missing area? I'll go back to it. Thanks for letting me know. Well, that's probably the one that I'm looking for. That's all he's got to say. Bow. I'll get rid of you and then I'll talk to her. How's that sound? At least they left. Let's sell a load of bullets. I've heard trying to get some demons to join you in this is like a waste of time though, so. Nope, I'm playing it on merciful mode. Oh, that's good then. And another trophy. Let's see. I'll do it this way. Yeah, well, there's no reason to get it, honestly, dude. I mean, there really isn't. We could go into a whole big discussion about that, but I'm really trying to refrain from kind of doing that now on my streams. A bit, just me though. You know, I'm not gonna tell anybody else because I'm not gonna censor people on my channel like other channels have a tendency to do, because I hate censorship. The teenagers these days, yes. Well, I think this actually will lead me out to where that treasure chest is. Yep, I was right. Yeah, there's nothing else here besides that. Nothing down that end of one of those sides, so oh my gosh. Wait, I forgot. Well, fart. I didn't add them to the party. I thought they added automatically. She just slaps him. I'm done with you. I'll pump up a strength. Let's see here. Party, summon, Kodama. Okay. There we go. Pressure from people to get disabled person putting pressure. Dude, if somebody is pressuring you into that, you tell them to kiss your ass. That right, especially if it's somebody who's disabled too, that pisses me off even more. Tell them they don't have the right to tell you jack shit of what you can do with your health. It ain't none of their friggin' business to know what your health history is, you know, unless you yourself actually, you know, like when you go to the doctor's office and they tell you, hey, you want anybody to know about your medical history, you know, like emergency contact and whatnot? That should be your own jurisdiction to go and say what's what. It ain't nobody else's friggin' business about that. I would tell them to kiss my ass. Oh man, that pisses me off. That whole pressuring thing. It's like being in high school all over again with friggin' peer pressure. I left high school years ago. I'm not dealing with that shit now. It's like this. If you want to get it, that's your choice. That's your decision. My thing is, I don't like the science behind it out of everything that I've heard about. And the fact that people are trying to get pressured into stuff like that, no. Hell no. Whatever happened to that old talk about, oh, my body, my choice? Yeah. Yeah, what about that now? Oh, you're one bad kitty. No, that's her weakness. Oh crap, it healed her. I didn't get anything out of that? Okay, so clearly there was another side there. This totally feels like being in Persona 5 where you go down into the Phantom World or whatever it's called to go down there and go through a bunch of dungeons and enemies and all that stuff. And it's all down in the subway system. It's really unique how they did that. Get this chat thing flipped around here. There it is up there. What in the world's up with this thing? This stupid chat isn't showing up like I want it to. It's saying that something came through, but I'm not seeing it. I bet it got friggin' censored. Pisses me off. Friggin' censorship. There's the fart buffet. Okay, so that's over there. This is over here. I don't want to go in there yet. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, well, I mean, the peer pressure is being used on everybody, man. I mean, it's very cultish with what's going on with this thing. It is really cultish to the extreme. And it's happening with everybody. And I ain't having none of it.
How should I act at a time like this? Should I be happy? Like, I'm glad we're both okay? It's you, right? I can tell. Don't worry. Not much phases me anymore. I realized something. Whether I scream or cry, it won't wake me up from this nightmare. I'm just tired of dealing with it. What happened to us? To the world we used to know? The conception? You mean Tokyo was destroyed?
I said Calamity in the friggin' title of this. I think there was something dealing with like Calamity or something in this, but I knew it started with a C. I guess it was conception after all. Oh well. I made an oopsie boopsie.
What was written in that magazine actually happened? Oh my god. I think I'm gonna be sick. You saw the way it was out there, right? Couldn't even tell where my house used to be. All this time, I thought I was the only one on Earth left alive. But seeing you changes everything. Maybe there's still hope. There have to be other survivors, don't you think? Our teacher, our friend, what if they made it out too?
Yeah, I named the teacher Big Ol' Whore.
I want to go find them. Giving up on them means giving in to despair. Yeah. There's no way they're gone. Fate can't be that cruel, can it? If it is, I don't know what I'll do.
That left. Sounds quick. So some cult member didn't care for the conversation, so they brought it up. Ain't no reason to apologize for that at all. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be confronted. It's the friggin' YouTube algorithms. Out of us. That didn't work out for you, did it, honey? I figured there would be nothing else in here. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I understand. I agree. Yeah. I don't like negativity, and I know neither does anybody else. But then again, I mean, truth be told, I've talked about this on my channel before, so it's just like I've said, I don't. The way that I feel about it is that if everybody just aims to treat everybody with respect and just get along and discuss things and talk and stuff like that, that's all that I could ever really ask for, because it's meant to be a social environment, you know. Definitely don't want any backbiting or backstabbing or nitpicking or arguing or anything like that, you know, so... Other than that, I don't want to feel like I'm one of these channels that basically goes and tries to censor things that I don't like. You know, and I mean, maybe I'll agree with some things, maybe I won't, but I mean, if I don't want to get censored, I don't want to censor others, you know? So... I mean, it's a tit for tat kind of thing. Ah, look at that. That's the spot that I missed that Vorbs was talking about. I'm not sure if he's still in the chat, but... It's the healing chick again. Alright, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk at you. Well, I guess whenever you pop up. Let's see. All these different colored doors. Another save spot. Yeah, it's Jack Frost. Well, that's the demon's usual name of him. Can I help you, ho? He just called me a ho. That is really annoying. Come again, ho. He just called me a ho again. activate one at a time, though, I believe. Guess I really don't need any of those, to be honest. At least at the press time.
This is the Cathedral of Shadows. We hope that our secret art will be of help to you, Master of Demons. There are more cathedrals elsewhere. Feel free to drop by. Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather. Oh? All right.
I can't.
All right.
I get knocks that out of the way. At the terminal. Oh, I thought it would have been a way for me to get around to the back. I guess not. So I'm a little confused. Maybe I need to go back down there again. Where I previously was at that terminal station. I'm unsure if things will end up popping up in any of these other areas besides the usual. Apparently, I would go through there to come out that other side to progress over there. If I'm not mistaken, I think that the PS2 version of this had a soundtrack with it, or just a stupid sampler. I can't stand those samplers. Just give me the full soundtrack. I mean, why wouldn't you give me the full soundtrack? Hey, Asian, how's it going? Why would you have a long hallway just to lead me to another screen like that? Okay, so maybe I need to go back over there? It would show me one of those exclamation points. I knew I needed to go somewhere else, so maybe back on the other side of the map again. Auto. Booyah. Man, I can't stand that they compress the audio in this. It makes no freaking sense. Oh, the audio back on the PS2. I'll do this again. Yeah, that's always fully recovering me. He gave me a thingy, a float ball. Oftentimes they do that on purpose for the throwback effect. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they should give her the option. Hey, do you want to hear this in MIDI format, or do you want to hear it in HD format? That's got to be back over there. Wait a minute. So it's showing me a section right there, so what the... Doesn't make any sense. Not supposed to be something supposed to happen later. Because it's not... And those are the only two, those three areas. For coding. Yeah, that could be possible. I killed Fornius Maximus Decimus Meridius. It was the first boss I faced. Nowhere else over here. Obviously I can't get through there. I have to get through there to get through there. That looks like it's... That's the hospital area again, but... Look how easy these battles are. Kind of confused, because clearly it's not... No, it's not a watercolor JRPG. I'm pretty sure you meant to say JRPG and not JPEG. It's a JRPG, yeah, but it's more of a cel shady kind of look, if you will, I suppose. Huh. Go take it off. Suspend anywhere, but I'll still do the manual thing. That dude isn't here now. Where did he go? Oh. So why is that there? Really, that shouldn't even be there. Because that's supposed to tell me where another story segment is, and that was at the beginning of the game after I got like an hour into it. No more control streams. I think I'm kind of done with that. I think I've gotten all I wanted to out of it for right now. Oh, I see. It's just showing me the story points that I went through. Because that right there was another section I need to get through to... Okay. Yeah. I see now. Yeah, exactly. Spray and pray. Oh, he laughs as he dies. I think that took me all the way up to the... Yep, it did, but I wonder if anything changed. Nope. The only other place that I could think of that Demon was talking about when he said terminal would have dealt with the subway area, and I was down in a terminal area. I don't... This dumb, stupid live stream. Load up. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was just mentioning earlier, I think before you came in, that I think a CD or a sampler CD came with the PS2 version back when it released in the early 2000s. The only thing I know that I can interact with is with stuff that's glowing red. I'm pretty sure that all that stuff will come at a later point, but as of right now, I'm not seeing it anywhere else. He's telling me about the lady of the fountain being pretty hot. I know. Damn, she's smoking. I could tell. I have got a ferry with me. Why can't they work it out for me to get in? To the other side. Yeah, it's talking about me. Can't get over there until I get through there. Once I get there. So yeah, he's not over here. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna have to look up a walkthrough later. This is retarded. It's a remaster. Yeah, well, you sure didn't think about quality of life improvements, did you? Or much less having the audio be HD. Yeah, go gadget walkthrough. Yeah, no kidding, man. I don't know what the piss I'm supposed to do here. Oh well. I'll just do that at a later point. I'm just gonna suspend the game for right now. Then I'll just look it up later to find out what's going on with why in the world I'm not progressing, and I have no idea why. Doesn't make any friggin' sense. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. And I appreciate folks coming out, live version, archive version, and yeah. So I will go ahead and end this like I always do. Later, taters. I don't think I saw this. Hang on a second. No, I didn't see this intro. I saw a intro, but not this intro. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they talk about it as an HD version. Look at that. They have the whole friggin' screen all laid out there, but they got those blocks on the side, blurring it out, which doesn't make any sense. That's the fusion thing. Yeah, it is a new intro. Well, that's all, folks. I will catch you later, sometime tomorrow with something.